Hello, everybody, and welcome to Las Vegas Motor Speedway and another exciting edition of NASCAR Sprint Cup Series GarageCam on NASCAR.com. I'm your host, Matthew Dilner, giving you a behind-the-scenes look inside the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series garage, live, raw, uncut, unpredictable. You never know what you're going to see, and we're between practices right now, so what you're seeing is a lot of crews hard at work right now. This team right here changing the rear end on the number 47 Bobby Labonte machine. Check it out. It's Austin Dillon's car. But over here, we have our first driver of GarageCam. What's up, Quap?
GarageCam favorite, ain't I?
Yeah, you are a GarageCam favorite. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. Got the new threads. Got the Burger King, Dr. Pepper, Toyota running all right today. So we're at Vegas. It's good times, man.
Yeah, well, it's been kind of weird because we're in the desert. Yesterday, practice washed out.
Yep.
And probably not a lot of rubber on the track for you guys this morning, right?
Right. Yeah, it's a green track. You know, obviously everything, a little bit of practice we did get Thursday, they washed it all off with the rain. So nationwide cars were on track this morning, but the track had a ton of grip this morning. The track's really fast. It'll go through some changes throughout the weekend, throughout today, and after the nationwide race, we'll have a little bit different racetrack tomorrow. But I think it's going to be a great race. The groove is really wide. We're already running 2 and 3 different lines out there, so it's going to be some great racing.
All right, real quick, what's the most fun thing you've done this weekend in Vegas, Quap?
Fun thing I done in Vegas, I got one of those white chips. That was pretty
what?
good. A white chip. You know,
What's a white chip?
Instead of playing with like the reds, I got myself up to a white. That's a $500 chip.
A $500 chip? I need to come play with you.
Yeah.
I'm like on
I don't
penny
know.
slots.
Penny slots?
Yeah, I'm cheap.
Come with me. We'll, I'm not playing those, but I made one.
So you're going to put them up on the mantle when you get home?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, all right. Travis Quapple, driver of this Burger King number 93 right here. Kirsten Black, you were the first one in today's chat room here, or interactive garage as we like to call it. Here's Austin Dillon's number 51 entry this week. The James Finch prepared machine. And hey, look, there's some race fans there, and there's Austin Dillon. There's Austin Dillon. Let's see if we can get a word with Austin Dillon. See if we get that mic in there. All right, Austin, how you doing today, bud? Speechless. All right. Having way too much fun here in NASCAR.com GarageCam, as always. We're in between practices here. There was a practice session that just got finished before we went up, and then at 11:35, these Sprint Cup Series cars, including David Reagan's car we're passing right now and Casey Mears' car, hit the track again. Number 38 of David Gilliland. Some requests rolling in. We had one for Danica Patrick. This garage, let me just tell you about the layout of this garage. It's a very, well, it's like an octagon. I don't know what we would call it. Or what's 5-sided? I don't know. Pentagon. It's a pentagon. Okay. Well, here is David Rudiman's car. Of course, David Rudiman spinning today during that first practice session at the beginning of it. You see right there the damage on the right rear of this number 93 Dr. Pepper Burger King car. But the crew making repairs and get him back out onto the track. There's the number 7 Tommy Baldwin Racing entry of Dave Blaney. We're going to go back outside the garage here so we don't trip over anything. Kenny Schrader's ride, the number 32. And J.J. Yelly, the number 36, behind the stack of Goodyear rubber. Hey, it's T-Bane's car, Trevor Bain. The number 21 Wood Brothers machine. Look at this car today. We got a little extra white on this car. Usually the bottom panels right about there are all red. Different paint scheme this weekend for young Trevor Bain. Chris Carter says, I love the Neon Garage. Well, let's show you what we mean here by the Neon Garage. You see the sign right there, the Neon Garage. If you've never been here to Las Vegas, just like Daytona, you can go up and get an autograph right there in the little fan center. Look inside and see these crews and the drivers, everybody hard at work. But what's unique about this Neon Garage is up top. There's an observation point up top where the fans can come and actually look down on these teams doing work, including Donnie Wingo here, the crew chief of the number 21 car. And there is the floating numbers on the 33 car. We could barely make out that there's a car here, of course. Flaming camouflage, as we joked around with Landon Castle last week about. Pretty creative paint scheme for this number 33 bunch. We give them a little props. Squeeze by here and show us David Stremmy's car. There is the number 30. Swan Racing entry. And there is David Stremme. What's up, Strem?
Been a long weekend.
It's been a long weekend. Tell us about it.
Well, we just have I call it back here in the no man's land. We were just struggling all day Thursday. Had a lot of problems with the car, and then we went out that practice, and it was basically like starting over because we found a lot of issues with our car. So we're better, but we still need to make that next jump. So I'm kind of glad we got another practice session. But let's just try and work through everything. We're all new, working together, and that's it's hard, but we'll get it.
A lot of hard work back here on this side of the garage. You know,
Yeah.
a team like yourself doesn't have the resources of, say, another 4 teams to lean on for data.
Yeah.
So a lot of that lies on the driver
Hey,
and the crew
what they
chief's
can do
shoulder,
is
isn't
when
it?
you fans are walking, like when he's walking you around, you look, and like a lot of teams have 3 engineers to 1 car. We have like 1, and then we're lucky to have that. But the other thing is they have, as we've been building cars and putting these beautiful new bodies on, we've been building cars just to get to the track. Now we can work on them here, and that's what's important of getting going on the first part of the season, because now when we go back to work on our Bristol car, it's already together. So it's very, very hard logistics these first 4 races, 5 races, because we're on the East Coast, down in Daytona for 2 weeks, then we come here for 2 weeks, and very difficult, but we're going to get through it. Feel
All
good.
right.
Thank you.
Well, David Stremme, you have a great day. Thanks for taking the time to join us on GarageCam. David Stremme, always nice enough to stop what he's doing to talk with you guys, the race fans. And remember, I always say this for a lot of you people, but this show is for the race fan. And there is Dave Blaney, walking with Dave Blaney here, kind of walking through the garage. Tell me what's going on this morning for you.
Well, we're searching out a restroom right now. It's number 1 on the get list.
Well, you know what? We won't follow you in there, Dave. So
Appreciate it.
You got it, bud. Dave Blaney in search of a restroom. Folks, fans, if you know where one is, let us know, and we'll tell Dave Blaney. Here's Michael McDowell's car, the number 98 machine, who was noticeably absent. Noticeably absent was this 98 car from the garage area at Phoenix. Great to see this Phil Parsons-owned team back here in the NASCAR garage. Sponsorship, Ambient Edge, helping them get back on track this weekend in Las Vegas. Josh Wise is number 35. I'll tell you what, Josh Wise has been having a pretty solid little year here, the number 35 team. There is Joe Nemechek in that number 87. Gabe Nunes, looking at the tablet here, our Sprint tablet. Gabe Nunes, you wanted to see this car, the number 10, this Chevrolet GoDaddy number 10 of Danica Patrick, the bright green machine. And, of course, across the way, her trailer, and tons of fans behind the trailer, basically waiting to get autographs or get a glimpse of Miss Patrick. There's the number 10 GoDaddy Chevrolet. Stuart Haas Racing Team hard at work underneath the rear end of this car right now. Between these practices, not very much time between these practices to make big wholesale changes, but some of these teams are hard at work doing it, including this 95 team of Scott Speed. Mom DMB fan, you said you love that 21. Shirlene would love to see Scott Speed's sweet new ride. Well, there it is. Here is Scott Speed's car, Charlene. There is Scott Speed's helmet and the cool skull and crossbones on the front of that car. Of course, they're trying to, as we described last week, pirate a sponsor. Hey, look, it's Michael McDowell. Hey, man, I know you're busy, but it's good to see you back in the NASCAR garage. Obviously, a lot of help to get you back here. You're noticeably absent there in Phoenix, so got to feel great to be back behind the wheel.
It is. It does feel great. You know, we just got a little bit behind building race cars, but we're back here in Vegas and got a new sponsor, Ambient Edge, on the car, and so it's been a rough couple weeks just getting things built with this new car, and now we're getting our stable up a little bit more and get ready for tomorrow in Bristol as well. So excited about the next few weeks, and once we get through that first 5 race swing, we should be good.
You guys looking forward to a place like Bristol, where it's a little less aero dependent in next week?
Yeah, this is the biggest challenge for us, just not doing any of the preseason testing, and a lot of that testing was at Charlotte and a mile and a half, so this for us is really our first real test, so we're learning a lot. But you go to Bristol, you run your standard stuff, you run the same stuff, you've been running there for 10 years, and the bodies aren't as important, and everything's not as important, so we always have a better shot at a place like Bristol and Martinsville and Richmond, so the short tracks are definitely beneficial for the smaller teams.
Awesome. Michael
Right.
McDowell,
See
the
you guys.
K-Love
Thanks.
Ambient Edge car. Good to talk to Michael, always on NASCAR.com GarageCam. Let's see, we're going to read this tablet here. U2 Rocks U2 says the Vegas Garage has the best fan experience. Well, you know what? We'd like to agree. Okay, Hobbs 14 wants to know if Cam Guy could provide M&M's dessert after his lunch. Well, guess what? There is an M&M's car right on the other side of this red garage here that we can try to visit for you. And maybe we can, I don't know if that's going to get you more hungry, Hobbs. Well, this garage is kind of a different deal, how it's laid out. So you see these stalls that we're walking by right now. To get to the other side, hopefully Cam Guy here doesn't get too out of breath and we don't have our walking music. But we do have our walking shoes for you, ready to go through the garage here and give you the rest of the tour of this garage. We try to give you an all-access, behind-the-scenes tour. And here we go. You see this big gate here? We'll show you if you guys have never been to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This is what you have to look forward to. Inside these gates here, a big fan center where there's concerts, all sorts of great stuff. Let's show you this real quick. Fans walking around, milling around. That is a concert stage right there. You can get up on platforms, look into the garage, eat some great food, see Victory Lane, take pictures, driver appearances. It's pretty neat. All right, let's get back to the garage because that's what it is, GarageCam. Now we are on the yellow side. It's all color-coded. A lot of people populating that interactive chat room. We love to see that. Let's give some shout-outs to some people at some point here, too. If we don't get your driver, we're still seeing you. And we'd like to give you some shout-outs. Well, hey, if you watch Fantasy Showdown this weekend on NASCAR.com, if you've never watched it, check out Fantasy Showdown on NASCAR.com. The crew guys here waving. Well, I want to make Marty Snyder eat his words because he chose Juan Pablo Montoya as a dud this weekend on the show. I chose Juan Pablo on the show as one to watch. That's because in 2011, Juan Pablo had a third-place finish and, quite frankly, almost stole the race. So not a great record here, but flashes of brilliance at this track. This 42 team was pretty fast during Thursday's test session. Maybe we'll get a better look at that paint scheme for you. Pretty cool with the Apollo, Axe Apollo on it. Lots of work going on here in the Denver mattress pit area underneath this car. Man, they are changing a lot in that rear end. Got the calipers off, changing springs, working with some spring rubbers underneath there. A lot of work here between practices. Jeremy Mosher, Kirsten Black, Brennan Prutman, all want to see Dale Jr. He's way on the other side. So we will get to Dale Jr. I promise. There is the number 1 of Jamie McMurray, the McDonald's car as we spin through this garage area. Jamie Mack. And on Fantasy Showdown, Mr. Marty Snyder. I agree with this as one to watch, the number 43 car of Eric Amarola. Dom Joseph, 22 car, please. Well, hey, you said please. And we love the requests when people just don't say 22 car. Well, please isn't too fun, but it's polite. Get creative with your request. We love it. We love to have fun here. Have fun with us here on NASCAR.com. There is Joey Logano's Pennzoil number 22 car. Kind of looking behind me to see if I see Joey. Joey hasn't made an appearance yet on GarageCam. I promise you that will change at some point. Joey, always gracious enough to talk to you guys, the fans on the show. Here is the 31 ride of Jeff Burton. Out of the Cheerios colors this week and into the Caterpillar colors, the customary Caterpillar paint scheme for Jeff Burton. Eric Amarola's teammate, Richard Petty, Motorsports, right here, the number 9 team. Of Marcos Ambrose. And hey, the twin popsicle sticks are in the air and they are crossed. That means it's halfway. The flagman is giving us the halfway symbol for GarageCam here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Here's the number 20 team. Hard at work, car up on scale pads, making adjustments on this number 20 Toyota, the Dollar General machine. Ratcliffe and Matt Kenseth going over the way the car is likely, looking at the hand gestures, likely going over the way the car is handling in turn 1 and 2. Watching the monitors before we did GarageCam, a lot of teams struggling with some of the bumps in 1 and 2, getting that splitter on the front of the car bouncing. It's really hard to make your car turn and be fast here at Vegas. A very challenging track, especially as this track wears and gets a little bit more character to it. And if you watch the TV and you watch practice, man, it does have a lot of character. These cars bouncing around pretty big. The number 20 car here. Kenseth is busy talking to his crew chief, so we won't bother him. Here's Paul Menard's car, the number 27 Menard Chevrolet. Richard Childress Racing. Check out the office there. Look at the lit up dashboard. That's pretty cool. Old school kind of gauges, but they're nice and lit up and colored. Some different dashboards in these cars over the last few years. You see the progression of the sport and technology in this sport. A lot of progression in technology with the EFI, electronic fuel injection. These new Gen 6 cars, of course, aesthetically beautiful. Looking more like the stock cars, the cars that you could buy on the street. Last year's winner. KK fan forever, Casey Kane and Carl Edwards. You want to see this car? Well, there it is. There's the office of Carl Edwards. Man, I'd love it if he was here, so I know he would talk to us. But Carl, of course, I think debriefing with crew chief Jimmy Fennig in the trailer. There is the number 55 of Mark Martin. Let's get back to Carl Edwards here. Carl Edwards is pretty strong at this track, so they might have a little mojo going here. After the win last week in Phoenix, he has 2 wins here at this facility here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, so could be another strong weekend for this Aflac Ford team. Hey, there's some of our other NASCAR.com gang. What's up, guys? That's Fig. Everybody meet Fig. He's a really nice guy. And that's Alex. See, we show people behind the scenes, too, on GarageCam. You know what I love? We have a rookie tablet guy today, Rashawn, who doesn't want to be on TV. And every time I move, I'm basically making him dance. He looks like Barry Sanders or Deion Sanders, like high-stepping it. You know, he's got the running shoes on right now. The number 39 Quicken Loans Chevrolet, Stuart Haas Racing entry of Ryan Newman right here, getting work done on this car. Drivers will be surfacing momentarily here in the Neon Garage. We have some fans. Stock car Brit, Hobbs 14, won an Elvis line or 2 from Cam Guy. Oh boy. A 1 for the money, a 2 for the show. Hey Hobbs, didn't you want some M&Ms? There you go. For your lunch, sitting at your computer watching GarageCam. Elvis and M&Ms. LG baby, life is good. Let's see what we see. Let's walk out here. We're in the garage. We have one more strip of garage area to cover here I think we have about 8 minutes left. Let's see if we could stalk down a driver or two. Hey, check it out. I think I found one. It's Joey Logano. Joey trying to navigate his way through some fans.
Hey, man, good to see you.
Here, boss, I got it.
Joey Logano signing some autographs.
Thank you very much.
Sign my jacket.
Signing a jacket here for a fan. What's up, Joe? You having
Good
fun?
observation.
Hey, really good observation. I could tell what's a jacket or a hero card. It's amazing. You remember being a little kid like that, coming up and getting autographs?
About 3 years ago, wasn't it?
Joey Logano. Look at this crowd of fans around Joey. That's great to see. A lot of access here in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series garage if you're a fan. And here, there's the end result. Let's see that autograph.
Okay.
There you go. She got herself a Joey Logano autograph. You happy?
Yes, that's the second one.
Awesome, awesome. Have a great time today in Las Vegas.
Thank you.
Gotta love race fans. If we didn't have fans, like the fans we're navigating through right now, we wouldn't have a sport. Bottom line, I know a lot of people hear that from drivers and think maybe that's a blanket PR line. It's not. We're going to spin through this part of the garage. Man, I wish we can. I would have loved to talk to Carl Edwards. I talked to him Thursday during the test, and man, he is still beaming with excitement. Just because of the way this garage is laid out, we may not be able to talk to Carl. Talked to him last week before Phoenix. Man, he is happy, happy, happy. Said he loves the feeling of winning, and he loves getting that feeling again. Hey, Orange is back. We had a bunch of requests for the number 88. Jeremy Mosher, you were one of them. Brandon Putnam, Kirsten Black. Well, guess what? Orange is back. And what do I mean? Because you just see basically black right here. Let's go show you the paint scheme if you haven't seen it so far on Speed Channel with some of the practice sessions here. Well, there it is. The Amp Orange Energy, number 88. Quite a paint scheme. I got to tell you, it's one of my favorite that I have seen out of this group. Orange just looks racy. Martin Truex Jr. is number 56 right here as this crew goes to work. Car still up on scales with the scale tires on it. So right now you hear them taking off the tires on the right side. Louis D. Donato, you have a request. We are here to fill it. Oh, look at this. We have like tape here. We can't get through here. But that is Jeff Gordon's number 24 car. Louis D. Donato, your favorite driver. Right there, the number 24 car. Miss Sprint Cup, talking with Aaron Kuhn, tire specialist here on the number 14 car. Wonder what Aaron's doing, if he's flirting, talking about gambling, talking about racing. Aaron Kuhn, a big Teddy Christopher fan on the modified deal. The NASCAR Modified Series, that is. There is Tony Stewart's number 14 Chevrolet. Smokes Tracker Boats entry this weekend. I'll tell you, this is a team that if you looked at them in practice just earlier, man, they were bouncing. It looked like he was a bull rider trying to control that car going through these bumps in turn number 1 and turn number 2, especially the bumps in 1, hitting on that front splitter. So this team, a lot of work to do. Hobbs 14. Man, you got a lot of requests. Although, Hobbs, you said, believe in the orange. I like that one. Believe in the orange. Love it. Well, hey, here's the number 29 car of Kevin Harvick. Car that I said on Fantasy Showdown to look out for this week, because I think they will be a stud here this weekend. Not making a lot of flashy headlines, but this car has been fast. The team said that they are very happy with this car throughout the practice sessions on Thursday. Of course, no practice sessions yesterday, but getting on track this morning. And again, in maybe about 5-10 minutes. There's the zestfully clean car. A very zestfully clean crew member right there, too. That is one clean car. What a nice looking paint scheme though. Zest. Unusual because we like to see different colors on race cars, and that, quite frankly, is very different. Here's the number 11 team, Denny Hamlin, working on this car. You look at these teams hard at work right now, including this team right here. Rolling the car back and forth on the scales, bouncing it, making sure it's set evenly across the scale pads, measuring ride heights there in the right, left rear. The number 16 car of Greg Biffle. Beautiful new paint scheme on this 3M Give Blood Ford Fusion. Hey, let's go over here because I think I see a driver. Take you through here. Casey Kane's car, the number 5 car. There is Jimmy Johnson and the Lowe's Chevrolet. Of course, making sure we give the team plenty of space to work here in the garage. There's Jimmy about to put on his hat. Clint Boyer's number 15 car right here, getting final adjustments made. The whistle is blowing. That means they are chasing fans out of the area, getting ready. MLB, you wanted to say good luck to Clint Boyer. Well, there's Clint Boyer. Give you a close-up shot here of Jimmy Johnson as he's about to put on his helmet here, talking with a crew member. You hear those whistles blowing behind us. That means these cars are ready to roll out here momentarily. The last Sprint Cup Series practice. What's up, Jimmy?
Circles, hopefully fast ones.
Fast circles are the name of the game, baby.
Faster than the rest.
All right, Jimmy. Have a good day, buddy.
You.
You got it. The number 15 car here being rolled out. They are turning that car around. Let's go over here and show you something pretty cool that our audio guy, Griffin, just pointed out. There's the champ, Brad Keselowski, and the captain, Roger Penske. Having a little conversation here before they do the final touches on this Miller Lite car. Get it off the scale pads, down onto the ground, and out here for practice. Of course, Brad Keselowski pulling double duty this weekend, driving the Discount Tire car in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. Oh man, it's almost go time here. Let's show you Jimmy Jam climbing into his car. We usually don't do garage cams between practices, but we're doing it today. Just to have some fun, do something different. Casey Kane.
She is on the back. Oh, wow. That's her, what she looked like last year. The front is what she looks like now. She's a Tony Stewart, man. Maybe I get Tony Stewart. She loves you, man. All right. Thank you.
Casey Kane taking time for a race fan. These guys have a job to do. They got to get in their race cars, but they always seem to find a little bit of time to take for the race fans. Here is Ricky Stenhouse, about to climb into his car, a little chapstick. We talked to him last week about how dry it is out here in the desert. Little Nas. The zestfully clean driver. You look very zestfully clean, buddy.
It's good. I shower every day with it.
Fresh breath because he's got the gum.
Do I look it or do I smell it too? Okay. Good.
Yeah, both. Ricky Stenhouse climbing into the zestfully clean Ford. That's pretty funny. Oh, wait. Missing some hijinks here. Let's see if we can get back to show you. Kevin Harvick. Hey, did he find out how much you weighed?
Who?
Kevin, he tried to put you on the scale. What did he do over there?
We're hanging out. What are you doing?
I'm having fun. It's GarageCam, baby. Harvick climbing into the Ream Chevrolet. Helmet on. Come on, let's go. See if we can show you a few other cars. Oh, the whistle's blowing again. I think they had more whistles than normal today because we have a very crowded garage area here. There is the Amp Energy car turned around, ready to pull out onto the track. Hey, let's go over here. Back over here, because all the guys seem to be in their cars over there. Oh, as you can hear, we're running. You might hear old Cam guy out of breath here.
I'm pretty great right now. We'll see here in a minute.
There's Carl
What's
Edwards,
up?
it's number
Is
99.
Garage Cam happening here?
Garage Cam is happening, and a lot of fans very happy with you last week, and
Man.
a lot of fans that have stuck by you for a long time, especially on the
Yes.
show here. So it's got to feel real good,
Yeah,
buddy.
thank you guys. It's that was real good. Like I told you after the race, I just felt good. I mean, to win like that was cool, especially come down to a green white checkered and have to really earn it. That was neat. My pit crew was awesome. The engines were awesome. Doug Yates actually came down and he's like, "Hey, how about the engines?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's good." So having fun. Hopefully we're as good this week. Right now we're a little bit tight, so we just got to see how this practice goes. Try to make a longer run or something. But,
Well, a lot of people think Carl Edwards guy has the mojo back.
yeah, it's back.
Oh, it's back. There's the number 99, and there's the Aflac duck on the side of the car. Carl getting strapped into his car. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Appreciate it. And there's the number. I told you guys we would get Carl Edwards today after that win last week. Well, it warrants it. Hey, we're going to hustle again because this is one of the best times of the show when you can crank up your speakers and the cars are rolling out onto the track. So crank up your speakers in a second, folks, and enjoy the sounds of NASCAR rolling out here in the desert. See this right here, the remnants of yesterday. The rain. No more rain today. The only thing we have today is horsepower. Look at all the fans here enjoying this. All right, if we get over here, I'm guaranteeing you we're going to get you a cool view here of these cars pulling out today. We're going to go over here with the fans. Travis Geisler, what's up, buddy? I think the cars go this way. Yeah. So let's get over in the corner. A little freelance in here. This show is unpredictable. You never know what you're going to see. Well, we're trying to get you the best shot of cars rolling out as we can because they are, I believe, a minute and a half from rolling out in this garage area. As you can see, the neon garage area. Any shout outs we can give to some of these fans that we may not have gotten their request in? DJ Hayes, you wanted to see that 14 car. Well, we showed it to you. That 14 car is, of course, Tony Stewart. Mom DMB's fan says, hey, thank you to NASCAR.com, GarageCam, and crew. Well, thank you for being on the show. Richard Harmon, good luck to all the cars on track today. You could go ahead and, yeah, okay. Our producer's saying you could go ahead and wrap the show as soon as the cars roll out, and that's what we're waiting for right now. We got some race fans here, live on NASCAR.com GarageCam. What's up, guys? You having fun? You're live on NASCAR.com.
Oh, we're doing great, thanks.
Where are y'all from?
Lake Elsinore, California.
Okay, you made the trip out here to Las Vegas, and first time at the track or no?
No, this is our second here.
Second time.
Yep, we're camping.
Talk about how unique it is for you guys, the fans, to be able to come in here and be this close.
It's
You don't
so
get this at a
fun.
basketball game.
No, this is great. We
It's
love
awesome.
watching the cars come through and getting to see our drivers up close. It's fun.
Well, speaking of those cars, here they are rolling out onto the track. There's the number 15 of Quinn Boyer. The number 5 of Casey Kane. The 16 of Greg Biffle. Denny Hamlin's car. Ricky Stenhouse waving to you guys out the car. Jimmy Johnson. Smoke, Tony Stewart, who's been driving his World of Outlaws car across the street at the dirt track at Las Vegas Speedway. Martin Truex Jr., Dale Jr., and now we start with this side of the garage. Kyle Busch, the 39 of Ryan Newman. Mark Martin. Carl Edwards, last week's winner, as the fans give him fist pumps and thumbs up here in the garage area. Marcos Ambrose, the 31 of Jeff Burton. Joey Logano. Folks, get ready. This will be the 16th NASCAR Sprint Cup Series race here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Tune in on Fox, noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. And until next time, we'll see you at the races.